Okay, moving on to the browser part of GVO Conference, one of the other features that you can use in this is the button next to the chat button on the moderator side. Right now we still have it in the chat mode. We're going to change it to browser. We'll click the browser and this will pull up any of the web pages that you preload, and you can choose to preload here, right here. You can load as many as you need to have there and have them ready to go. But what you also want to be certain to do, this over here is the guest side and it still shows in the chat room. So back to the moderator side, what needs to happen is you've got to click this green arrow. You've got to click this green arrow here to send it over to the guests, and then it loads itself for the guests and it's there. Also notice that I've made this really wide here, and you can have them make it wide too. There's a button in the middle on the left and a button in the middle on the right that will make these other rooms disappear, or other sections of the room disappear. So you click that on the right, click it on the left, and that will let this come up and show full screen for the browser part that you are showing them. This is the guest room that I'm in right now. They have the capacity to move up and down the screen there of the browser, and that's independent of what you do, so be careful what information is shown down in the bottom. It turns out that my opt-in form, they can actually go here and put information in as they want to. So that's probably not going to be wise to do, to let them get too far ahead of you in your presentations, but I wanted to show that as something you don't want to do. So we'll come back here. I make this wide myself, here and here, and then I will have to verbally tell them to move up or down or to the side of the page. Now when we go to another page on there, it shows the page on my side as it loads, but on the guest side it's loading too, because we click this to make it move on. Always make sure that you click the green arrow to make sure that it works well. And then to come back and restore the page again, you can go back to those middle buttons and bring everything back, and then ask for any questions that you want to for this part, and you're going to find it in the chat room here. So we're going to go over to the chat room side. You ask for any questions for what they might have going on, and you're going to put questions in here under the chat part of the room that's there. They click send, and that's sent over there on that side. Coming back to the moderator side, and the question is showing there, and you'll be able to read that. This plus and minus arrow here is so that you can change the font size for what you see in there. So you can actually make those smaller if you need to, or larger, according to what your eyes can manage. So that's the part for using the browser section for GVO Conference.